All right, T89, liquid limit. Liquid limit is the point where a soil is defined as a liquid. And in this case, we're going to demonstrate method B and then give you the differences with method A. Beginning of each day, the apparatus needs to be calibrated. All right. Your sample preparation is prepared according to AASHTO R58. AASHTO R58, you're going to need a number 10, number 40 screen. You will place mortar rubber tip test. You will keep doing this until after sieving, you start to get as little material as possible. Once you have your material for method B, we need 50 grams of the -40 material that was prepared according to R58. So your approximate 50 grams. Once you have approximately 50 grams, your first initial amount of distilled water is going to be between 8 to 10 milliliters, which comes out to 8 to 10 grams. Then with a chopping motion, you're going to incorporate the water into the soil, and then you would add 1 to 3 milliliters of your distilled water until you get the consistency that will give you 22 to 28 taps. You cannot add the 1 to 3 milliliters of water until all the water from your initial sample has been combined. And by the magic of TV, you want to put your sample into the cup so it comes out to have a depth of 10 millimeters. The depth of 10 millimeters is the grooving depth of your grooving tool. You want to put it in here in such a way that you don't incorporate bubbles, and with the least amount of strokes possible. Keeping your sample covered with a damp cloth. You have up to 6 strokes. And a stroke can be counted as, if you're going from the back to the front, would be 1 stroke. If you want to start from the front, it would be from the front to the back as 1 stroke, but no more than 6 strokes. Once this has touched the bottom, you're done. You got to leave your cut. Going from the middle of that. And then we're looking for 22 to 28 taps. Once you have 22 to 28 taps, you're looking for the soil to slide together to an area of 13 millimeters, which comes out to approximately the width of your spatula. Once you do have the 22 to 28, you will immediately take that out. Clean all your equipment. And then reintroduce it back into your cup. And verify that it's still between 22 and 28 taps, and it has to be within 2 of your first sample. So now that you have it between 22 and 28 taps, and it's also within 2 of your original taps, then at the point of where the soil cake came together, the 13 millimeters, you will take that in your pre-weighed tare tin. And then this would be your moisture sample.
Addendum Method A. Repeat the previous operations, adding sufficient water to bring the soil to a more fluid condition. Obtain the first sample in the range of 25 to 35 shocks, the second within 20 to 30 shocks, and the third sample within a range of 15 to 25 shocks. The range of the 3 determinations shall be at least 10 shocks. AASHTO T89 Adjustment of Liquid Limit Device. The liquid limit device shall be inspected to determine that the device is in good working order, that the pin connecting the cup is not worn sufficiently to permit side play, that the screws connecting the cup to the hanger arm are tight, that the points of the contact on the cup and base are not excessively worn, that the lip of the cup is not excessively worn, and that a groove has not been worn in the cup through long usage. The grooving tool shall be inspected to determine that the critical dimensions are within tolerance. Be sure to check the height of the drop of the cup prior to each day's testing. Adjust the height of drop of the cup so that the point on the cup that comes in contact with the base rises to a height of 10 plus or minus 0.2 millimeters. A convenient procedure for adjusting the height of drop is as follows. Place a piece of masking tape across the outside bottom of the cup parallel with the axis of the cup hanger pivot. The edge of the tape away from the cup hanger should bisect the spot on the cup that contacts the base. Slide the height gauge under the cup from the front and observe whether the gauge contacts the cup or tape. If the tape and cup are both contacted, the height of drop is approximately correct. If not, adjust the cup until simultaneous contact is made. Check adjustment by turning the crank at 2 revolutions per second while holding the gauge in position against the tape and cup. If a ringing or clicking sound is heard without the cup rising from the gauge, the adjustment is correct. If no ringing is heard or if the cup rises from the gauge, readjust the height of drop. If the cup rocks on the gauge during this checking operation, the cam follower pivot is excessively worn and the worn parts should be replaced. Always remove the tape after completion of adjustment operations. Please be sure to review all of the materials available in your Soils and Aggregate Technician Certification Workbook.